Welcome all, welcome everyone to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. Particularly, let's welcome those watching from afar. Hello, those of you watching from afar. We are always happy that you are joining us. As you know, we begin everything here at Unity in prayer. So let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us as we pray. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation, and so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, please see Cindy, the chaplain's office, after today's service. Our chaplains will also pray for you during the week. Place a purple prayer request slip in the wooden box outside the office. All prayers are confidential. We invite you to join us in a prayer circle immediately after the service at the front of the sanctuary for all who want to participate in a group prayer for themselves and the world. You can still meet one-on-one with the chaplain in the office. Welcome guests. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us. For more information about Unity of Lawrence and the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. We are planning a class in the fall that will serve as the prerequisite for membership in Unity of Lawrence. If you are interested in membership or would like to transfer your membership from another Unity church, please indicate your interest on a sign-up sheet in the foyer. The Unity Women's Circle will meet this Thursday, August 6th from 5:30 to 6:30. This is a safe and sacred space for women to share and grow together. Join us. Following today's service, the Sunday lunch bunch will gather at Jade Garden, 1410 Castled. Everyone is welcome. Next Sunday, the lunch bunch will gather at Perkins. There will be no second Sunday potluck in August. Next week, Reverend Sandra Campbell returns with a message entitled, Count It All Joy. We will see you all there. And now I'd like to invite Michelle Kirk to lead us in a special blessing.
Why, thank you. It's somebody's birthday today, so she's going to come over here. We are so blessed to have Holly as our music director. Next year will be 10 years. So congregation, if you would please rise and rub your hands together, let's celebrate our birthday girl with a blessing. Together, Holly, we love you, we appreciate you, we hold the divinity in you. Thank you. So that means we get to sing with Holly now, our congregational song, Spirit Alive in Us. Spirit, you're alive in us. You're alive in us right here. Spirit, you're the light in us, shining bright through us right here. Spirit, you're the love in us, reaching out with every touch. Spirit, you're the voice in us, rising up behind us, yeah. Spirit, you're the light in us, shining bright through us right here. Spirit, you're the love in us, reaching out with every touch. Spirit, you're the voice in us, rising up behind the hush, yeah. We feel it, conceive it, believe it, achieve it. It's Spirit, yeah. Spirit, you're the breath in us, breathing all of us right here. Spirit, you're the grace in us, calming every fear right here. Spirit, you're the peace in us, spreading out across the world. Spirit, you're the power in us, flying like a flag unfurled, yeah. We feel it, conceive it, believe it, achieve it. It's Spirit. Spirit, you're alive in us. You're alive in us right here. Spirit, you're the light in us, shining through right here, yeah.
Thank you, Holly. And now it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our unity of Lawrence vision statement together. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And finally, our unity of Lawrence mission statement together. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. And now for our special music, Harmony Level.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm sending up a prayer for the highest good of all. Surrender to the flow. The universe hears your call. The path of least resistance is where energy must fall. So take a leap of faith, no matter how small. 'Cause we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. And we believe the things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe the vibration I put out will come back to me. We believe there's enough for everyone unconditionally. The natural law of the universe is our true essence. It's like living in a dream, and it starts to make sense. What you get is what you give, and what you give gets spent. But when you find yourself in flow, oh, there's no resistance. 'Cause we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. We believe The things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe, we believe. Vibration I put out will come back to me. Oh, we believe, we believe. There's enough for everyone unconditionally. Don't worry about the how, just know that it can be. And open up the doors to the infinite possibilities of the ways in which means abundance can come to me. Let go of those limiting thoughts of what I think it should be. 'Cause we believe, we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. Oh, we believe, we believe that things are unfolding how they're meant to be. Oh, we believe, we believe. Vibration I put out will come back to me. Oh, we believe, we believe. There's enough for everyone unconditionally. So I'm sending up a prayer, oh, for the highest good of all. Surrender to this flow. The universe hears our call. The path of least resistance is where energy must fall. So we take this leap of faith, and we will have it all. 'Cause we believe, we believe the universe exists in perfect harmony. We believe, we believe that things are unfolding how they're meant to be. We believe, we believe. Vibration I put out will come back to me. And we believe, we believe. There's enough for everyone unconditionally.
Thank you, Harmony. Reverend Sandra Campbell is a native of Kansas City, Kansas, and ordained Unity minister and graduate of Unity Urban Ministerial School, where she now serves as executive director. Sandra is an accomplished speaker and dynamic playwright and historical reenactor. Sandra and her husband, Phil, are retired from federal service and live in Lee's Summit, Missouri. They have a daughter, a son, 3 granddaughters, and 1 grandson. And we are so happy to have you here, Reverend Sandra Campbell. You're the next contestant.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, John. And Holly and Harmony, beautiful, beautiful music. It's a pleasure to be back here with all of you to celebrate this amazing Sunday service. I love Unity of Lawrence. I think this is one of the most exquisite places in all of Unity. And I've traveled around the country and I've seen a lot of Unity churches. But there's something about the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere. You make this atmosphere. Holly, Stephanie is attending her uncle's service in Chicago, and she sent me a text and said I had to sing happy birthday to you. So we're going to do it Stevie Wonder style when he wrote the song with Coretta Scott King in honor of Dr. King's birthday. Happy birthday to you. 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 Each of you should have received a handout, one of my favorite poems by Burton Braley. We're going to get to that. You don't have to read it right now. I'll be introducing that. But I thought I'd bring that as a special gift to you because it really ties into what I'm going to talk about today. Is there anybody here who's new to Unity? It's your first time visiting a Unity church? Good, then I won't have to go through, hopefully I usually stop, even if it's one person, say, this is what Unity is. We're a spiritual community that welcomes people of all faiths. Charles Fillmore, Unity's co-founder, said that Unity, that we are all members of life's fascinating classroom. And if you don't think it's fascinating, you're not paying attention. He also said that Unity is a link in the great educational movement inaugurated by Jesus Christ. That our goal is not to proselytize or try to get other people to believe the way we believe, because we each have different beliefs, and that's what unity is. We don't all have to agree or share the same beliefs, but there is a simple truth. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent. It crosses all lines, whether you're in unity or you're a Christian or Buddhist or whatever. Charles Fillmore looked at all the world's wisdom's teachings to combine what intersects with unity. How did this come to be? Now, unity was founded based on a healing that happened, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about the 12 powers. So how many of you are familiar with the 12 powers? Wonderful. Who's not familiar with the 12 powers? Anybody? Okay, good. I'm glad, because then this is an opportunity for me to share something that I learned as a young adult when I first was introduced to unity at the age of 21. So Emma Curtis Hopkins was a New Thought teacher. New Thought is Christian Science, religious science, science of mind, unity. All of those came together. It's Christianity in a new way of thinking, new way of applying. So Emma Curtis Hopkins said that we all possess 12 innate faculties. Everybody has these. You're born with them. And that when we have all these faculties in alignment, that's when things are going, the universe is all lined up for us, all the stars. But it doesn't always happen that way. Charles Fillmore, Charles Fillmore said that the 12 disciples are exemplars of these 12 powers or faculties that we have. And we know there were more than 12 disciples, but there were those major ones that were called. And then he went on to say that then there must be an anatomical place where this faculty resides, in the body temple. And then he went on to say that since we all are energy, we're all electric. We're all made of energy. And that this energy field creates spectrums that come out in colors. So I'm sure there's somebody in here who knows how to read auras. You can see someone's glow around them. And we don't all see that, but there are certain people that have activated that gift. We have the gift, we just don't use it. And that aura is a color that's a vibration of energy. And Charles Fillmore went on to say that each power is related to an energy vibration. So the powers are faith, imagination, life, love, wisdom, understanding, power, imagination, regeneration, order, life, strength. Okay, so there are 12. I don't know if I named them all. And this month, last month was the power of understanding. So Charles Fillmore put the disciples in the 12 months of the year in the order that the disciples were called by Jesus. So the first is faith, which is Peter. The second is strength, which is Andrew. The third is wisdom, which is James, the son of Zebedee. The fourth is love. And sometimes we move love to February because of Valentine's Day, but actually the way they were called, love is represented by John, and power by Philip, imagination, Bartholomew, also Nathaniel, his last name was Bartholomew, or Bartholomew was his last name. Understanding is Thomas. Wonder why? Anybody know? He did not take anybody's ideas for his own. He wanted to see for himself. Now, I grew up in Kansas, but I live in Missouri, and you know Missouri's called the show me state. So Thomas probably was from Missouri. Show me. Confucianism says, tell me I will forget. Show me I may remember. Involve me and I'll understand. And so that's why Unity's teachings are lessons, because we get involved. We get involved in the lesson. It's a personal responsibility. It's not a preacher, like I grew up in the Baptist church, standing on the pulpit telling me how to think, what to do, how to do, and when to do. I learned in Unity that it's my responsibility. Nobody can tell me how to apply these teachings. I have to do that for myself. Thomas needed to know for himself. So when the disciples had been telling Thomas that, hey, Jesus is back, Jesus has appeared, he's like, yeah, he wasn't there. That never happened. I saw him dying on that cross. There is no way that happened. Show me. Jesus appears one day, and Thomas still doesn't believe. He said, show me. So Jesus holds out his hands where the piercing occurred. He has them put his fingers in his piercings in the side and his hands. Now I believe. Jesus said, blessed are those who believe who have not seen. What does that mean? It doesn't mean that you're not. Blessed means happy. It means contentment. It means confidence. So you're confident because you've believed without having to see it. You have confidence. You know, you have faith in that. And that's what, he wasn't saying it's wrong for Thomas. He didn't make him wrong. It's okay. Ask questions. If you're not yet confident in what I'm saying, ask questions. If you're not confident in what you're reading, ask questions. And the best place to go for questions is where? Thank you. Within. You know, Reverend Sally Taylor, a long time ago, was a dynamic Unity minister and teacher, one of my mentors. Sally passed away in 2015 at the young age of in her 70s. And Sally said when people would come to her as a minister asking her advice, asking her guidance, asking her to tell them what to do, she'd say, you need to talk to God. Don't talk to me, talk to God. So when I'm standing here, I'm reading my own mail. You just get to eavesdrop. You just get to sneak in and look at my text that I text to myself. Okay? So Unity is a classroom, and that's what we're talking about. Now, this month, and let me finish telling you the powers. Will is August, Matthew. We're going to talk about Matthew. And September is order, James the son of Alphaeus, or James the Lesser. Zeal for October is Simon the Canaanite. And November, elimination or release, is Thaddeus. And December is life or Judas. Now, that's a whole different conversation because growing up, I thought Judas, if you say somebody is a Judas, it's somebody who's cheated or lied or confiscated something, right? That's not true. Judas was fulfilling a prophecy. And if I come back around December, I will talk about that. But today, because this is August, we're going to talk about the power of will. Now, Matthew was a tax collector. You know, the IRS means theirs. If you put it all together, THEIRS, not mine, is theirs, right? So he was one of those people, like some of us, who hate tax collectors. You know, that time comes around April 15th, and then the end of the year, and you're sweating blood, and you're thinking, oh my God, here I go again. I got to render to Caesar everything. So he was hated. The Jews hated tax collectors. They hated them. So he was hated. How many of you have seen the series The Chosen? Good. If you haven't, I think it's on Netflix. Watch it. It is the greatest depiction of the whole story of the evolution of consciousness. It's on Prime. It's on Prime? Thank you for that. It is wonderful. And the series about Matthew really got me because he was this mealy-mouthed, little scared, nervous guy who was sneaking around corners, you know, and he was hiding because he was hated. But he had to collect the taxes because he had to keep his job. And he liked his job, he just didn't like how people treated him. He was good with numbers. But guess what happened? Jesus, this man, comes along and says, you need to put that down. That's not what you're here to be. Follow me. And he didn't even ask questions. He dropped everything and followed Jesus. Now, remember, these are stories, so don't get hung up on when it happened, where it happened, did it really happen? The Bible is the history of the evolution of human consciousness. It's our story. If you read it from Genesis to Revelation, literally, you'll get confused. So we teach metaphysically. That means we look beyond the literal interpretation. We look at what did the names mean? What were the places? What was going on at that time? What language were they speaking? And then once it's translated into English, it's a whole new story. But if you really look at it from the metaphysical perspective, you'll see everything that's going on today in our world and your personal lives is in that story. Genesis means beginning. All of us have a beginning. Revelation is not the end of time. It's the end of a time. It's the end of a time when you had one way of thinking and all of a sudden something clicked and you had a shift in consciousness and your whole world changed. The world didn't change, you did. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Myrtle Fillmore is an excellent example. Myrtle Fillmore conceived it, believed it, and she achieved it. She was good at math and her ABCs. C plus B equals A. So Myrtle Fillmore was diagnosed with terminal tuberculosis. And she was told that she had 6 months to live. Now, Myrtle had pretty much given up because she had heard all of her life that she was sickly. If anybody's going to get anything, Myrtle's going to get it. It runs in my family. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever caught yourself saying that? Stop it. We buy into things because someone else told us that, and she had bought into that, except she heard a speaker during the lowest time of her life when she was trying to figure out who was going to take care of her husband, Charles, and her boys. What would they do without her? She had 6 months to plan. And she heard this speaker. She and Charles went to hear him. His name was Reverend E.B. Weeks. Now, you'll hear a lot of things today, but it's like thought bubbles. You'll latch on to one thought bubble, and that'll stay with you. It may be the frog. And if you didn't get a frog, get one on your way out. It's on the table with a bookmark. Fully rely on God. But you'll pick out something that you really needed to hear, hopefully. That's what I'm here for. Something that really resonated with you. And you'll grab a hold of that, and hopefully it'll carry you through some challenge you may be having. Myrtle Fillmore did that. She grabbed a hold of what Reverend E.B. Weeks said when he said, I am a child of God, therefore I do not inherit sickness. It doesn't run in my family. She took that to heart. She conceived this idea based on what he said that this must be true for me. She believed it so much that she began to go into the silence and spoke healing words to every muscle, every tissue, every inch of her body until she believed it. We have that same power. Myrtle Fillmore achieved it. She lived another 40 years. She is the foundation of unity. She is the reason we have unity. And the reason we meditate during our unity services, we go into the silence because that is the cornerstone of unity teachings. 5 principles. We recited one today. There is one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe. God the good, omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscience, all-knowing, omnipresence everywhere, in everything, all the time. I am made in the image and likeness of God is number 2, and therefore I have goodness within me. I have God in me. I don't always act like it. I'm reading my own mail. But that's where the 3rd principle comes in. I create my reality by what I choose to think, what I feel, and what I believe. Now, Myrtle Fillmore created a different reality than the doctors gave her. The reality was the world said, you're going to die in 6 months. Myrtle Fillmore says, no, I'm going to change something. I'm going to start in the mind. I'm going to change the way I think about myself. I may not live past 6 months, but I'm going to change what I have control over. Everything starts in the mind first. Everything. We create our reality, not our circumstances, by what we choose to think, what we feel, and what we believe. C plus B equals A. Conceive it and believe it, and you will achieve it. Excellent example, Myrtle Fillmore, and you probably have examples of your own. It's all about the power of will, which is this month's power, the power of will. It's located in the center of the brain. So, pat your brain. Know that it's there, it's working for you, Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. Third principle. The color vibration for this, the energy field, is silver. And I usually wear something, so I love silver anyway, so I made sure I had on silver jewelry. It's silver. So surround yourself in silver this month to remind yourself that you have the will. That's your executive faculty. You have the will to do whatever it is. She willed herself whole. She willed herself whole and free of disease. So let's talk about this lesson. Let's get into this now. Conceive and believe and you will achieve. What do I mean by that? I actually stole that from Eric Butterworth. How many of you knew who Eric Butterworth was? Right, one of the greatest Unity ministers and teachers. You can hear his talks at truthunity.net. So if you ever want to hear him actually speaking truth to power, he was a great minister at the Lincoln Center in New York. So I usually start off my talks with something funny like my favorite prayer for reading my own mail, Lord, fill my mouth with worthwhile stuff and nudge me when I've said enough. So. A young nun who worked for a local home health care agency was out making her rounds when she ran out of gas. Have you heard this before? Oh, good, I love that. As luck would have it, there was a gas station just a block away, and she had on her habit, right? She was fully dressed in her nun outfit. She walked to the station to borrow a can with enough gas to start the car, but unfortunately, the attendant said somebody had just borrowed his only can, and he expected it back maybe in about half an hour. She didn't have a half an hour. She had an appointment with this patient at the home health for the home health care agency she worked for. So she went back to her car, and she's digging around to see if she had any kind of container that she could possibly put the gas in, and she found a bedpan. She was supposed to take the bedpan for this patient that she was caring for, and she walked back to the station with her bedpan, filled up with gas as much as it would hold. She comes back, she's pouring the gas from her bedpan into the tank, and these two guys had a few to drink. They were sitting over not far from where she was watching her. And one of them says to the other, if that car starts, I'm going to change my attitude and be a believer from now on. I'm never going to miss a day of church. Be a believer. It started, be a believer. So how does it work? Jesus, the teachings of Jesus, not Jesus the man, the teachings of Jesus the Christ, the teachings that he came to show us the way to live our lives more abundantly. That's what those teachings are about. Jesus, the teacher, taught in parables, precepts, and miracles. Now, a precept is instructions. If someone slaps you on the one cheek, turn the other cheek. What does that mean? Change your focus. If you slap me this way, let me turn and look this way. Let me change my response. Okay? Or if someone asks you to go 1 mile with them, go with them 2. Give everything your all. Precepts, guidelines. Miracles are events that are unexpected from something that just happens out of the blue. Myrtle Fillmore experienced a miracle healing. Okay. Now, parables are stories with a hidden meaning. There's a message in that story for you. It's not just a literal story, it's something deeper. So the parable I chose about believing is seeing, because we often say, seeing is believing. Thomas would have said that. No, believing is seeing. Conceive it, believe it, and you will achieve it. C plus B equals A. So I chose the parable of the bleeding woman. Do you know that parable? Well, the woman had been bleeding for 12 years. She'd been hemorrhaging. Now, in those days, in the Jewish faith, anybody who had any kind of illness or sickness or malady was not to be touched. In fact, they weren't allowed to even be around crowds of people because there was this thing about cleanliness. Going into the temple, priests and rabbis and Levites and all, they had to be, in the temple, you had to be cleansed. And if you touched someone who was not clean, you had to go back and start over again before you could go into the temple. So there were a lot of rules. Jesus said, I didn't come for that. I came to show you the spiritual way to apply these rules. So the woman's bleeding. She hears about this man who's coming to town. She'd heard stories about this man who was a miracle worker and a healer. But she wanted to see if he could heal her. But she knew not to let anybody know that she was going to be in public during the height of the day. Now, she had been bleeding for 12 years, and she had been to every doctor, and she'd spent all her money, and none of them could help her. This was her last resort. She conceived this idea in her mind. If I could just get close enough to touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be healed. She conceived it. When she said, I know I'll be healed, she believed it. She believed it. She crawled on hands and knees. This crowd was gathered around. She didn't want anybody to see her, probably pulled her shawl over her face, crawling. And finally, she gets to the middle of all these people, and she's very sheepishly, she raises up her hand. Now, the robes in those days didn't have seams. They had tassels on the ends, and maybe she reached one of the tassels and she just knew in her heart this was Jesus' robe. And when she did, he said, oh, who touched me? Now, to put it in today's vernacular, bro, everybody's touching you. So why are you asking us who's touching you? You got 100 people standing here all pressed against you. We don't know who touched you. We all touched you. No, this was different. I felt something go out of me. I felt a surge of energy. It started like static cling, I think he might have felt. You know how you, like when you go by the carpet and you get this shock? Something touched him. Somebody touched me. And she sheepishly raised up and said, I apologize, Rabbi, I touched you. Now, the law said even a woman could not touch a man unless they were related. And he certainly couldn't touch her. He didn't do anything. You know what he did? He said, daughter, your faith has healed you. It was Myrtle Fillmore's faith and belief that healed her. Your faith has healed you. In Unity, we understand that thoughts have creative power. But what does it really mean in our daily lives? What are you thinking? What beliefs are you holding on to? Now, here's a personal story. I had cancer when I was 31. I had cervical cancer. Nobody in my family I knew of had cancer at the time. I learned later my 98-year-old grandmother had uterine cancer. And after surgery, I was home recuperating, and my life just flashed before my eyes. And I had things on my bucket list that I'd never accomplished. And now I had a new chance. I could do things. Much like Myrtle when she started the Center for Silent Help, sending letters to people telling them how to pray good over their body, how to bless their bodies. I had something to do. So I wanted to go back to school and finish my education. I worked full-time for the government. I didn't have extra money. My husband thought we should wait till our income tax came back, then enroll in the school. But no. I'm a Taurus. No, I won't. Do I have to say anymore? I'm doing it now. So I enrolled in school without any money. I didn't have any way to pay my financial aid. And they just said, well, show up for class in 2 weeks. And if your name isn't in the computer, then you won't, until you paid, you can't come to class. I believed that this was done. I drew a picture of myself like I was going to look when I graduated from Kansas City, Kansas Community College with my associate's degree. I applied for tuition assistance through my job. I got more than what they normally would give, and my boss told me that I was going to have to pay that back. Never did. They never asked. You don't ASK, you don't GET, they never asked. So I graduated from KCK Community College 2 years later, looking exactly like the picture I had drawn before I even enrolled in school. If it worked for me, it'll work for you. What dream are you holding on to? What are you believing for that you keep putting off because you think, as Holly sang earlier, you're not enough. You don't have enough. You can't be enough because you are enough. Whatever is calling you, you are already enough to fulfill that dream. Believe it. Conceive it, believe it, you will achieve it. I've done that again. I enrolled in Avila to get my bachelor's degree at Avila University. I drew a picture. Tuition had gone, get this will be funny. Tuition had gone from $21 a credit hour to $95. Now today it's like off the chain. That was a lot to me. But and I had kids, and I was working full time, and I went to school at night. Got my degree 2 years later from Avila, and each one with honors. Then I decided, if I did it 2 times, third time's a charm. I enrolled in Baker University School of Graduate Studies. and got my master's degree in 2 years. And I'm not saying this to brag about me. I'm saying, like Jesus said, these things I do, you may do also, and even greater works. Stop putting your dreams on hold. Conceive it, believe it, and you will achieve it. I know I'm talking to somebody here today who's been saying, well, you know, I would, but I'm too old. I would, but I don't have enough. I would, but I've got too much to do. I would, and you're putting off the things that are calling to you. The things that are calling to you. There's a story of two little brothers who were playing around an old well. And one brother fell into the well, and it was deep. And all the people gathered around and said, you know, it's impossible. There's no way to get him out of the well. There's no way to do this. His brother didn't hear them. He didn't listen. He sent a rope down in the well. And his brother caught onto the rope. And the people were saying, you're too small. There's no way. They weren't helping, but there's no way that you're going to be able to pull your brother out. You might as well just let that go. But this little boy just pulled and tugged with all his might until his brother was finally out of the well. Why do you suppose that happened? His brother was deaf. He couldn't hear a word they were saying. Sometimes you have to be deaf to the people who tell you what you can't do and that you're not enough. You have to be deaf. If that's your dream and you're trying to follow, don't listen to other people. The God in you is greater than anybody or anything in the world. So, my whole lesson today centers around the power of will. If you are willing and able to follow through on what God is whispering in your ear, conceptualize it. Write it down, draw a picture, create a treasure map, a vision board. Every day, look at it. I don't care how far away it seems from your current situation, conceive it in your mind and believe it. Believe that it's possible. And then achieve it. Take every step you need to follow through. It works. I know it works. It continues to work for me. So Eric Butterworth's approach was a scriptural link that he often cited with Jesus. It said in Matthew 9:29, according to your faith be it done unto you. According to your belief be it done unto you. Look at these amazing musicians. I imagine there was a time when you didn't know you were going to be standing here or sitting there at that keyboard doing this, and maybe even had some doubts, some questions. Maybe some people might have said to you, well, you know, I don't think that's what you should be doing, but you knew better. You conceived it, you believed it, and you achieved it, and you're beautiful at it. And look what we'd have missed if you hadn't acted on your faith. Calvin Coolidge, one of the greatest presidents of the United States, said, nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination are omnipotent. What's he saying? Conceive it, believe it. Make all the steps necessary to make it happen, and you will achieve it, whatever is in your dreams. So I gave you all a handout. And it's one of my favorites. I don't know if you've ever heard of Les Brown, the great speaker Les Brown, not the musician. But he's a great speaker. And Les Brown, I believe he was ordained by Johnny Coleman, who was a unity minister, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But the will to win is something I heard him quote at a conference I attended in Detroit probably 50 years ago in my career with Federal Aviation Administration. We had a big conference in Detroit, Michigan. And it's my favorite because it really emphasizes that when you conceive something in your mind and you believe it in your heart and you take all the steps necessary, you will achieve whatever it is that's for you. And if it's not for your best and highest good, you don't want it anyway. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it, give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if only the desire of it makes you quite mad enough never to tire of it, makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it. If life seems all empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and you dream is about it, if gladly you'll sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, lose all your terror of God or man for it, if you'll simply go after the thing that you want with all your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, famished, or gaunt, nor sickness or pain of body or brain can turn you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it. Conceive it and believe it, and you will achieve it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. It worked for me, and it will work for you. Like the bleeding woman, like Myrtle Fillmore, like the little boy who pulled his little brother from the well. Nothing can stop you but you. Don't listen to the naysayers. Turn a deaf ear. All these stories have one thing in common. They each conceived the inconceivable. They believed the impossible and achieved the unimaginable. And you have the power within you to do the same. Conceive it, believe it, and achieve it. ABCs and a simple math equation, C plus B equals A. God bless you. Are we ready? I invite you to do what Myrtle taught us how to do. Turn within. Take a moment, take a deep breath. Feel your body relaxing where you are. Let go of anything that might be a distraction, any thoughts and ideas that might be holding you back from being present now.
So I want you to feel this rhythm. This is your heartbeat. And just breathe with it. Synchronize your breath to this beat. What I put out comes back to me. The world is full of synchronicity, and I pray into each breath. Let God's light in to do the rest. Breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy, breathe light, breathe strength, breathe hope, breathe joy. What I put out comes back to me as I create my reality. Divine encounters bless, my path unfolds, life is a test. Pray light, pray strength, pray hope, pray joy, pray light, pray strength, pray hope, pray joy, pray light, pray strength, pray hope, pray joy.
I invite you now, take those words into your heart. Breathe life. Breathe strength. Breathe joy into every cell and muscle and tissue of your body. From the top of your head to the toes on your feet, just know that that's the Spirit of God at work, breathing life through you. Feel that life pulse as you continue to relax in this moment, allowing your breath to take you to that special place where only you can go, where you can tune out the outer world and those random thoughts and just breathe and listen to the Spirit of God speaking within you, calling your name. This is the way, walk in it. In Myrtle Fillmore's healing letters, she wrote, "By following the teachings of Jesus Christ and seeking guidance of the Most High, there is no room for negative thoughts. Only health and harmony are present." Breathe into that idea. I am a child of God, therefore I do not inherit anything that is counter to the God in me. I am whole. I am free. Take that into the silence as you listen to Spirit. I invite you now to just continue to sit restfully and breathe, knowing that the Spirit of God goes before you. Whatever is yours to do, whatever you're believing for, your way is made smooth and easy. Take this with you as challenges occur. Breathe, just breathe into them in the silence. And say to yourself, I am whole. I am complete. I have all that I need to meet my goals. Whatever I'm seeking is seeking me. You can return to this place in the silence anytime. When you need a refresher, when you need reassurance, when you just need to be. And we speak this truth in the name and through the nature of our beloved way shower, elder brother, and master teacher, Jesus the Christ. And so it is. Amen. I invite you now to wiggle your fingers and toes and feel that aliveness in you and return your attention to this now moment.
lifetimes we travel, absorbing all things. These particles of dust tend to stick to our wings. Each becomes a small piece of who we will become. 'Cause everything I am today is where I came from. And I can't fear my past, all the people I hurt, or the things that were done to me. No, it won't shake my worth. So I work through forgiveness every day that goes past, so I can make the most of this life while it lasts. And I know at times, oh, that weight is pushing down, down, down. But my wings won't grow stronger till I lift off the ground. And when I reach that horizon, oh, I see it so clear. So I release my pain and let go of my fear. 'Cause I came here to learn, and I came to have fun, and I came here to laugh, and I came to overcome, and I came here to feel all the past on my wings. And if I had to make that choice, no, I wouldn't change a thing, no, no. And I can't fear the water, even though I might drown. But guided by my mother, my breath floats me round. I might not make it on the first pass by. But this life would be wasted if I don't just try. And I can't fear rejection. You don't like what I say, but I keep my head up and I light my own way. So don't ever doubt me or elude me with lies. And just 'cause you can't see my wings doesn't mean I can't fly. And I know at times, oh, that weight is pushing down, down, down. But my wings won't grow stronger till I lift off the ground. As I reach that horizon, oh, I see it so clear. So I release my pain and let go of my fear. 'Cause I came here to learn, and I came to overcome, and I came here to laugh, and I came to have fun, and I came here to feel all the past on my wings. If I had to make that choice, is. I wouldn't change a thing. This song is brand new and clearly hits me in the feels. Thank you guys for letting me share.
Our ushers have come forward. Time of thanks. Let's affirm together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. While the offering is being collected, let's join Holly in singing Blessing to the World.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. We're a blessing to the world.
As our ushers come forward, we offer this prayer of gratitude. We are grateful and bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth, returning again and again, and so it is. Amen. And now it's time to rise as you are able and sing the peace song.